Hi, I'm Jiayue. In this video, I'd like to share two moments when MGMT5050 changed my understanding of real-life situations. Before learning this course, I had never thought that ethics could be linked to business. The first example is that in last year, I worked part-time as a sales assistant in an educational institution. My job was analyze students' situations and help my colleagues to recommend suitable course to clients. However, at that time, I sometimes feel that the recommendations were not entirely based on the needs of students. Colleagues are more likely to promote higher price courses in order to achieve their KPIs. At that time, I didn't think it was a big problem. I think it is just a part of marketing strategy just to increase sales. However, after understanding the ethic decision making and responsibility, my thoughts was changed. I learned that in business, it is not only earn the interest, but more important thing is to be ethical and responsible. So I start to think more about the ethical issues in the organizations. I realized that if advice is not suitable for customers, it may affect their learning outcomes. In the long run, it also damages the trust between the institution and clients. However, as professional business people, I must balance short-term interest and long-term responsibilities. I hope to be a marketing manager in the future, and this change will influence my thinkings. I will want to gain customers' trust and to have my marketing efforts be successful and ethical. The second example is from my study in Singapore for my undergraduate degree. The major of my classmates come from other countries such as Singaporean, Malaysian, and Indonesian. In the group discussion, I observed that we all have different communication styles. Some of the group members were very outspoken, while some were silent. At that time, I thought quiet students were unprepared or lacked ideas. However, after studying this course of cultural humility in the MGMT 5050, I have a different thinking in this situation. I realized that people's value and communication methods can be influenced by culture. So, the quiet group member does not mean lacking ideas. This made me start to reflect on myself. I realized that I was not really considering other people's opinions. I learned that in organizations, especially in international teams, it is important to be respectful to others. So I think in future I will become a better listener, thinking about the business and the social aspects. In the future, I want to be an inclusive marketer and make sustainable decisions as a marketing manager. This course has really impacted how I think my business. Previously, I was always concerned with results. However, I know that the process and the stakeholders is also important. This course also showed me that there are many situations and no right answers. So to be professionals, I need to have ethics and responsibility.